Hello students, in the last video we discussed about the solenoid. Also we compare the magnetic field produced by solenoid with the magnetic field of bar magnet. We have seen that the magnetic lines of force are produced by the solenoid, which are similar to the magnetic lines of force produced by bar magnet. So after studying that activity, today we are going to start the new activity which is given on the page number 54 and 55. Just observe the diagram and then see what type of materials are required to perform that activity. The materials required are flexible copper wire, then we need stand, electric cell, and a horseshoe magnet with strong magnetic field. After getting the material, we have to join or arrange the material as shown in the diagram. Then you will find out that the copper wire is there. It passes through the poles of horseshoe magnet as shown in the figure. Then afterwards, after observing that, we can say that this diagram, after joining the circuit, now first we have to keep the key open so that current will not pass through that, we can say, wire. When current is not flowing through the wire remains straight. It is in the position A. You can see in the diagram position A, position B and position C are shown. So when the current is not there in the wire, that time the wire remains straight, that is in the position A. Then you allow the current pass through the wire. For that you have to close the key. When the key is closed, that time the current is passed through the wire from top to bottom. You can see the direction of the current. It passes from top to bottom. When the current is passed through the wire, the force acts on the wire and wire bends and it comes into the position C. You can see the diagram. Now the wire bends to the position C. Then you have to change the direction of current. How will you change? You will change the poles of that wire which are joined to the electric cell. When the direction of current is reverse, that is, now the current flows from bottom to top. This time also the wire bends. This time also the force acts on the wire and then wire bends. Now it comes in the position B. This shows that the direction of force on the wire is perpendicular to both magnetic field and the direction of the current. Here the direction of magnetic field is from north to south. In this experiment, it is noted that whenever electric current flows through a conductor in presence of magnetic field, a force is exerted on the conductor. If the direction of current is reverse, the direction of force also gets reverse. If the magnet is kept reverse, that is, its south pole is brought at the position of its north pole and north pole is brought to the position of south pole, then too the direction of force will be reverse. So this experiment clearly shows that a force is exerted on current carrying conductor. The direction of force depends on both direction of current as well as the direction of magnetic field. Means what? If suppose we want to get maximum force, then we have to keep the, we can say that this direction of current, direction of magnetic field perpendicular to each other. If both these are perpendicular to each other, we will get the maximum work acts on the conductor. Now all these three, we can say that this direction of force, direction of current and direction of magnetic field, they are related to each other and it is shown by Fleming's left hand rule. Let us discuss about the Fleming's left hand rule. Now you see the figure. In this above activity or experiment what we discuss, we consider the direction of electric current and the direction of magnetic field, and it is found that the direction of force exerted is perpendicular to both, that is direction of current and we can say that the magnetic field one. So these three, direction of the current, direction of magnetic field and direction of force, they are related to each other. Now observe the figure, you will find out that the left hand thumb, index finger and middle fingers are stretched in such a way that all these three are perpendicular to each other. It is also called they are mutually perpendicular to each other. When these three are perpendicular to each other, then the index finger is in the direction of magnetic field and the middle finger is the direction of, we can say, the current. Then the thumb shows the direction of force on the conductor. See again the statement, what is the Fleming's left hand rule statement. The if this left hand, we can say that the index finger and then middle finger and thumb, these three are perpendicular to each other, then the index finger, if the index finger shows the direction of the magnetic field, middle finger shows the direction of the, we can say, current, then and then only that we can say thumb shows the direction of the force on the conductor. After studying this, we can say Fleming's left hand rule and that activity, go through the video again and write the answers of the given questions which are asked as a homework. So this way, that means you will study about the Fleming's left hand rule. So homework is displayed on the screen. Go through that activity and find out the questions which are asked. Write those answers in the notebook. Okay, thank you.